Right now, I want to mention some of the local zines down here, which I think are doing a pretty good job of, keeping some interest going in our the locals down here, which don't really appreciate it too much. But anyway, the first thing I want to mention is the Rational Enquirer. Let me hold it up. This has been around since about 92 or 93, and it's gotten bigger and better with each issue. They've gotten pretty good distribution, so now you could actually find it all around the country. And it's more of a punk zine. It's not too metal oriented. They've had Sepultura before and a couple of other bands. This issue has the Melvins, which are kind of like a metal band, but it's pretty good. And also they review local bands. They review local zines. So if you're doing a zine, you want it to get some exposure, you could send it to these guys and they'll review it. And you could pick this up at any good local independent record store, which is a joke, of course, because there aren't any here in Miami. The only place I think is maybe Blue Note Records in North Miami Beach, and that's about the only place you can get it. Of course, you can also write to them. When the show ends, I'm going to have their address as the credits roll, so you can get it that way if you're so interested. Another zine I want to mention is this one, The Right Path, which is a straight edge zine. This is issue number 2. They're about on issue number 4 when this episode airs anyway. And, it's dedicated to the straight edge lifestyle, and it's worth checking out. And also, they're looking for contributors, too. If you want to, looking for people to review shows and review CDs and write. And so if you're too lazy or too cheap to start your own zine, you could help these guys out. And this one could be found in a lot of different places, in Silhouette Studios, and Art Attack on Miami Beach, Uncle Sam's. And you can also write to them directly. And the last thing I want to mention is probably my favorite one. This one is called Feast of Hate and Fear. This is issue 6. Issue 7 is now out. This zine isn't really dedicated so much to music. It's more like a philosophical type zine. Has a very strong satanic, social Darwinist slant to a lot of the writing. It's pretty good. Not for the PC-oriented, though, but it's pretty interesting. The guy that does this zine also sings in a local hardcore band called Timescape Zero, who are really excellent. They have a new CD out called Total War, which is really great. And again, if you want to find this zine, you got to write to them, and the address will be on at the end of the screen, at the end of the show, excuse me.